Bills Mafia, welcome back to Buffalo Blitz Report. And today we've got something that might not look like a headline grabber at first glance, but could quietly be one of the most important moves of this young season. The Buffalo Bills are undefeated, the vibe is electric, the team looks locked in on both sides of the ball, but sometimes football games are won not just by star quarterbacks or game-breaking receivers, but by the small details: field position, special teams execution, the hidden yards. And that's where the story of Mitch Wishnowsky comes in. The Bills have been hit hard in the specialist department. Cameron Johnston, our punter, went down with a leg injury, landing on IR after that brutal roughing the punter penalty in the win against the Saints. That left Buffalo scrambling because, let's be honest, it's not just about kicking the ball away, it's about controlling momentum, flipping the field, and keeping your defense in the best possible spot. Johnston had been steady, averaging 44 yards per punt, but losing him meant the Bills needed a quick and reliable solution. Enter Mitch Wishnowsky. Now, if that name sounds familiar, it should. Wishnowsky was a staple for the San Francisco 49ers from 2019 to 2024, a player who built a reputation for consistency, hang time, and the ability to pin opponents deep. His career averages tell the story: 45.6 yards per punt, 40.7 net. That's not just serviceable, that's above league average and the kind of production that can keep an opponent's offense backed up all day long. He's 33 years old, just like Johnston, and yes, he's coming off an injury last season that cut his campaign short in San Francisco. But here's the difference: he's healthy now, he's hungry, and he's stepping into a Buffalo team that might be the perfect match for his skill set. Think about what Sean McDermott and Brandon Beane have built here. This Bills roster is stacked with playmakers. The offense, led by Josh Allen, is firing, and the defense is deep and physical. The one area of concern early this year has been special teams consistency, especially at punter. Buffalo's already gone through Brad Robbins, Cameron Johnston, and now Wishnowsky becomes the third punter this season. That might sound like instability, but it could turn into a blessing in disguise if Wishnowsky provides the long-term answer. Robbins, remember, only managed 39.5 yards per punt before he was let go. Johnston was better, but his injury made it impossible to keep him active. Wishnowsky, meanwhile, brings proven production and experience in playoff football. Here's why this matters more than people think. In a season where Buffalo looks like a legitimate Super Bowl contender, every yard counts. Field position is the hidden battle that decides postseason games. Think back to recent playoff heartbreaks. How often has it come down to one possession, one drive that started just a few yards too far in enemy territory? If Wishnowsky can pin teams deep, force long drives, and give our defense room to hunt, then this signing is bigger than it looks on the transaction wire. He's not just filling in, he could be solving a problem the Bills have been carrying since the season began. Another angle worth celebrating: the Bills continue the Australian punter connection. Johnston was the first Aussie in Buffalo this year. Now Wishnowsky becomes the second. Australian punters bring a different style, a rugby-inspired spin that changes angles and forces returners into uncomfortable reads. It's that blend of hang time and placement that can neutralize dangerous return men. And for a team like Buffalo, already undefeated and playing with swagger, adding a punter with that background only strengthens the "we win in every phase" identity. And let's not forget, Wishnowsky has playoff pedigree. He was part of those 49ers runs deep into January, punting under pressure, punting in big stadiums, punting with the season on the line. That experience is priceless for a Buffalo team that knows every edge matters once the snow falls and the games get tight. This is not some rookie punter still learning the ropes. This is a guy who knows what it means to control field position in the biggest moments. And how about the timing? Buffalo is undefeated. The offense looks sharp, the defense looks suffocating. The special teams? Now with Wishnowsky, they suddenly look stabilized. If you're a Bills fan, you have to love the way Brandon Beane is managing this roster. No panic, just smart moves that shore up weaknesses and keep the machine rolling. So how does Wishnowsky fit in? Perfectly. He brings consistency to a team that thrives on balance. He gives Sean McDermott confidence that even if a drive stalls, the next snap for the opponent might come inside their own 10. He allows the defense to play with aggression, pinning their ears back knowing the quarterback they're chasing has 90 yards to go. And he takes pressure off Josh Allen and the offense, because not every series has to end in points. Sometimes ending it with a perfectly placed punt is just as valuable. Bills Mafia, this might not be the flashiest signing of the season, but don't underestimate how important it could be. Mitch Wishnowsky isn't just a temporary replacement. He could be the missing piece that turns the Bills' special teams from shaky into a weapon. And if this team keeps winning, if they keep pushing toward that ultimate goal of hoisting the Lombardi, remember this moment. Remember that Buffalo didn't just sign a punter, they signed a solution. And now I want to hear from you. Do you think Mitch Wishnowsky will become the long-term answer for the Bills at punter? Do you believe this move could quietly be one of the most important of the season? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Let me know if you think special teams will make the difference in January. And don't forget to like this video, subscribe to Buffalo Blitz Report, and share it with every member of Bills Mafia you know. This team is undefeated, this team is rolling, and now even the smallest details are starting to click. The rest of the NFL better pay attention because the Buffalo Bills are playing complete football.